throw on second down. Up with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second down now after the pass completion. From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught outright, Amendola. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Patriots pick up the first down. Brady to Amendola. Offense works the line for Cleveland of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. On play action, it's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Well, this one's knuckling, and it just does get over the crossbar. He didn't get much of it, but he got it to go. And Patriots got out with a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offensive position. Every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Wilson now to throw on third down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they're still at the original lines here. Second down.
19.
Throwing again. Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. It's hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. They'll go pro size. He will have first before he's brought out on the chalk of the 20. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Pickup right there on first down. And drive goes on. We're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A second down carry for Procise. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back CenturyLink Field after this. They'll run it. This is Procise. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. C.J. Procise taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And he puts it through. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll take about the 19-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they show a lot of different looks here in half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Now Brady. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now play fake on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. You've got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's the first, so the here before we get to halftime. On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll stop the clock with 6 seconds to go until halftime. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. Special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. On 1st and 10, Wilson. Free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 44-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
This is where I enjoy taking it one of my favorite subjects. Tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That defensive front 4 has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Open man left side is Gronkowski. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one and a New England 1st down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Going to make the big play.
A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Graham's got it, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Harris able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. On first down, Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. Room to run inside the 40. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Danny Amendola, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now Wilson on first down. He lets it fly from Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 55 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out come the Patriots. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. To throw again, Brady. And right side caught, Hogan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
20, 20,
Brady now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
Brady will try again on second down. The throw left side complete to Hogan. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well, the yardage that they got. But it's so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
On first down, Procise. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Wilson on second down. And he rifles one incomplete. The tight end Luke Wilson was the target. And it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just you one free there to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's John Ryan now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, finish things. That's the only way.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Here's Brady to throw. Finding some room at midfield. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Agreed, that's twice down.
As a quarterback, times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Right back to Prosise. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it. As we come up on a big third, pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Lawrence Guy in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time for a break. Here's Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. He's back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll look to throw. He takes it.
What's wrong, dude?
Touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl fan hero Malcolm Butler. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Bad Seattle memories on that sequence. Russell Wilson intercepted again by Malcolm Butler.
And let's face it, when we went into this game, were we not wondering, could that happen again? Would we have to talk about this? Would Malcolm Butler be able to pull it off? And he did.
And now the Seahawks are going to call a timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Again, it's Lewis. And he'll brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's a carry now for Leslie. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
A road win in the National Football League. Never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Jameis Winston's Buccaneers going up against Wilson Seahawks.
All right, Larry, somewhat surprisingly, the rain has held off. Just overcast skies so far as you get a look inside CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20. Yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And a short gain here out of the 22. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Procise, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll stay down.
Mike and its versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive field.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's down.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Jameis to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a...
Man, see, I hate when that happens. You win, then my game points is low because they don't want to play a complete game.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Brady's Patriots.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Seattle Seahawks. Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway.
Maybe they do this. They know streaming is live and stuff, but they don't care. They just play like this. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And his first look is incomplete.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down.
20, 29, out.
Throwing again. Brady. And that'll be incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Escapes the defender. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They do go for it. It's Brady. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
There's one that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Now Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. That one goes for 14 yards and it moves the sticks.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On 1st down, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On foul, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Shotgun now for Brady. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Brady now on first down. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Danny Amendola, 34 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Goskowski now out to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Hightower able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. On second down, Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. To go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Now it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They needed 15. They got 16 and a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second and 10 now. Wilson under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was third and 10 versus third and much longer?
What?
Pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
On first down, Brady. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Brady to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Cliff Averill in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
On third and long, it's Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. They start out with a run from Procise. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The time running short here. They'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in. We'll take it from there.
See that right to Burks. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And I would say they went 3 and out last time. They actually didn't get to 3 and out. Decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Brady now on first down. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of play can knock defense. That'll drive the team towards a victory.
And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Brady. And do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Red zone opportunity. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this is caught by for a Patriots touchdown. Dwayne Allen from 3 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee. And that 25 is now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second down now after the incompletion. Wilson throwing again. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Wilson now to throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Here's Brady to throw. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Brady finding Hogan on third down, and the Patriots able to convert. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Fresh set of downs here.
52, 29
Now Brady again. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Like 20.
Brady to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Hogan. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another nice pickup.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Batting's Giants.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They run with a fifth-round man, Paul Perkins. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Manning to throw on second down. And incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Manning. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Manning now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Manning throwing on second down. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Manning. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Three and a half to go, first quarter. Now Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now Wilson on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham. The first carry for C.J. Procise. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the block.
Yeah, you've got a minute of attack. That play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On second down, Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he is down deep into Giant territory. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll try and run down here with Procise. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. And booms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Now out of the gun. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards first down. You can get in 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete. A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Again, it's Manning. And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Now it's complete. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
Now Wilson, and able to find Graham, complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
To throw is Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now it's Wilson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Walsh now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Shotgun now for Manning. Into double cover, and now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Walsh able to convert as his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, kind of like a golfer picks up his tee after drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on second down, Wilson being chased out left. He'll dump it off to Procise. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Again.
On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
You're so cute, aren't you? Reagan, you did?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Seahawks on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked into offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Go to mommy. Go to mommy. Go bonk mommy. Go get her. Get her. Hey,
so we've got a 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And blocked down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down following the incompletion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Throwing again. Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun. Manning. Got to throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Water.
Manning to throw once more. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On 2nd down, Perkins. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Manning. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Cliff Averill in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Manning, gotta have this one. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sheldon Richardson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you a good position down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will lose the 20. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Wilson now. Leg. They find some open field here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Right. He's down right here. He's down on the right. Down on the right. 4 down. Chick. Let's go. 380.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not better the number.
I think he lost track of it, left in the play clock, and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Still got outsold to 2 in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So if I was in our room or her room,
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.
no, please don't, boss.
Want me to put her away?
Yeah.
Huh?
Look.
Are you excited?
No.
Sit down, please. No, that's Daddy's.